for some boons and got lucky twice in a row, because if you hadn't, you would have been losing some people.
Big old boonies.
You did, however, randomly teleport to the satrapies, and didn't actually quite make it in to the school, but you did see the outside of it, as well as the war going on. On the other side, you guys then used a little band that you were given as a gift by the angel that allowed you to dimension hop. Eventually, you accidentally popped over to Telany and saw Mr. Shash, who gave you some background on the heralds, namely noting that the majority of them should still be in Roshar, but they should be pretty crazy, and that basically they'd set up an honor pact to hold back the desolations, which were the fused, as it were. Sprin that got all. Yep.
Oh.
And we have lost an Evan. Rest in peace, Evan. And he was the only one that really needed the recap in the first place. God damn it.
Bastard.
Oh my God, you killed Kenny. You bastards.
Bastard.
Do you want this on still?
Yeah.
Okay. The M&M glass bottle was right next to it. So when I picked it up to eat it, it was really hot on one side. And I was like, that was probably not a good idea. That's fine. I don't know. I've seen my mom make her stained glass art projects before, and glass is scary. What are you looking at? Hello,
Okay.
beautiful son. I love you so much.
So yeah, I figured out how to make the animated maps actually work, by the way.
Oh?
I have to copy it. So I could like put the map in, but the actual map won't work, so I have to copy it, paste it, and then it works.
Copy and paste.
That makes
The
sense,
map.
I guess.
The map, yeah, and it just works. No,
Sorry, guys. If you weren't in the freaking lane, you dingus. Why you gotta be such a dingbat, huh? Oh, why is this so quiet?
Let's go do Lost Evan.
My hair hurts.
Good there.
I got it cut recently. It shouldn't hurt. The reason why your hair gets all
It's way down.
yeah, but I trimmed it. So why?
so what?
Why?
What?
Laughing.
What?
Horse, can you take your beanie off?
Why?
Because I want to try something.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're a woman.
Ba-ding. He's back.
Hey, can someone give me a pen?
Yeah, you
Oh, I
immediately
thought you were talking about your weed pen. I was like,
I have that.
completely froze my Discord. Then it crashed. Then it crashed all of my Google Chrome.
Fun.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to try this one more time. If it freezes again, I'm restarting my computer.
Fun. Well, technical difficulties abound. And other good news, I did figure out how to actually fix the animated maps, so we'll have a few animated maps here and there.
Okay. And if you went over a recap of what happened after I had to log off because I was sick, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. So where we were at, well, in the recap was you guys got done getting Adelazium explained to you. Popped off to the satrapies, saw the Chromaria for a minute, then popped off to Telany, saw Shash, who explained the Oath Pact. Essentially, the Odium made a group of Sprin called the Fused, and the Fused were immortal, right? They would just inhabit the body of a Parshman through the Gem Heart and just keep coming back no matter what. So the heralds decided to make an oath pact where they would be chained to Braze along with all the fused, and they would be there, essentially being tortured by the fused as long as they could until one of the heralds broke. Once they left, Oathpact, basically, like the seal shattered. Everybody was sent back to Roshar, and a desolation began. And that was the deal for a long ass time up until the 9 heralds abandoned the Oath Pact and left Talinalot, the Herald of War, basically left alone in Braze to hold off against the impeding fused torture for about 4,500 years. Eventually, Shash said that there was a workaround that Odium found that allowed the fused to go back. So Talinalot did not break, but nonetheless, the seal was broken, and so he was sent back along with the fused to Roshar. After that, you guys were sent back on your way, managed to make your way actually back to Roshar itself, got teleported into the Pure Lake, where the mink proceeded to make his escape in the midst of a coming high storm. You guys then used Raphael's abilities to teleport yourselves back to the confines of your ethereal, with pretty much the last of your Stormlight having been used at that point. As you reappeared, you saw a delegation coming into Ethereal through one of the Oath Gates, and that was Teravantian, the current leader of Yakaved, the second largest country in the world, the one that directly borders Lethkar to the west. Once you guys got into the city itself, the Mad Wolf had himself a little giggle, and you all were transported back into Dalinar's past, where you saw the first parts of a battle, where essentially he bum rushed through a burning field and didn't at this point have any shard blade or plate. Just cut down so many fucking people, and then dueled the High Lord of the area and just destroyed him.
Just off testosterone.
And with that,
My bad. I thought we were
mid vision, we are going to go ahead and pop back in to Dalinar's POV.
Woo! Dalinar, a boy.
Get it? Bye.
The Blackthorn.
Hilarious.
Man,
Knee slapper. Ow. That
my
actually
dilf.
hurt.
I mean, my guy.
Yo! You mean your Kalilf?
So we're going to go ahead and pop it right into tonight's session.
That actually
Just
hurt.
going back a few sentences to get you back in. Nearby, the fallen Bright Lord groaned softly. Why? The man asked from within his helm. Why us? No, Dalinar said, tossing his poleaxe back to Dim. You don't know? The dying man said. My brother chooses. I just go where he points me. He gestured towards the dying man, and Dim rammed a sword into his arm, the armored man's armpit, finishing the job. The fellow had fought reasonably well. No need to extend his suffering. Another soldier approached, handing Dalinar his sword. It had a chip in it the size of his thumb. Looked like it had bent as well. You're supposed to stick it into the squishy parts, Bright Lord, Dim said, not pound it against the hard parts. Yeah, I'll
Stick with
keep
the
that in
pointy end.
mind, Dalinar said, tossing the sword to his side as one of his men selected a replacement among the fallen. You. All right, Bright Lord?
Move it if you want.
I meant to hit mute.
Never been better, Dalinar said, voice faintly distorted by the clogged nose, hurt like damnation itself. He drew a small flock of painsprin with their little sinewy hands up from the ground. His men formed around him, and Dalinar led the way further down the street. Before too long, he could make out the bulk of the enemy still fighting ahead, harried by his army. He halted his men and considered his options. Thaka, the captain of his elites, turned to him. Order, sir. Raid those buildings. Let's see how they'd fight when they watch us rounding up their families. The men will want to loot. What is there to loot in hovels like these? Soggy hogside and old rock bud bowls. Dalinar pulled off his helm to wipe the blood from his face. They could loot after. Right now I need hostages. There are civilians somewhere in this storming town. Find them. Thaka nodded and shouted orders. Dalinar reached for some water. He'd need to meet up with Sadius, and something slammed into Dalinar's shoulder mid-thought. He caught only a brief sight of it, a black blur that hit with the force of a roundhouse kick. It threw him down. The pain flared up from his side. He blinked and found himself lying on the ground. A storming arrow sprouted from his shoulder, with a long, thick shaft. It had gone straight through the chainmail, just to the right of where his cuirass met his arm. Bright Lord, Thaka said, kneeling, shielding Dalinar with his body. Click, Bright Lord, are you? Who in damnation shot that? Dalinar demanded. Up there, one of his men said, pointing at the ridge just above the town. He's got to be over 300 yards, Dalinar said, shoving Thaka aside and standing. That can't. He was watching, so he was able to jump out of the way of the next arrow, which dropped a mere foot from him, cracking against the stone ground. Dalinar stared at it and started shouting, Horses! Where are the storming horses? A small group of soldiers came trotting forward, bringing up 11 horses, which they guided carefully across the field. Dalinar had to dodge another arrow the size of as he seized the reins of Full Knight, his black gelding, and heaved himself into the saddle. The arrow in his arm was a cutting pain, but he felt something more pressing drawing him forward, helping him focus. He galloped back the way that he'd come in, getting out of the archer's sight, trailed by 10 of his best men. There had to be a way up that slope. There, a rocky set of switchbacks, shallow enough that he didn't mind running Full Knight up them. Dalinar worried that by the time he reached the top, his quarry would have escaped. However, when he eventually burst onto the top of the ridge, an arrow slammed into his left breast, going straight through the breastplate near his shoulder, nearly throwing him from his saddle. Damnation, Dalinar hung on to somehow, clenching the reins in one hand and leaning low. Peering ahead at the archer, still a distant figure, stood upon a rocky knob and launched another arrow, and another. Storms, the fellow is quick. He jerked Full Knight to one side and then to the other, feeling the thrumming sense of the thrill surging through him. It drove away the pain, letting him focus. Ahead, the archer finally seemed to grow alarmed. He leapt from his perch to flee. Dalinar charged Full Knight over that knob, and a moment later the archer turned out to be a man in his 20s, wearing rugged clothing, with arms and shoulders that looked like they could have lifted a Chol. Dalinar had the option of running him down, but instead he galloped Full Knight past and kicked the man in the back, sending him sprawling. As Dalinar pulled up the horse, the motion sent spikes of pain through his arms. He forced them down, his eyes watering, and turned towards the archer, who lay in a heap amidst a pile of spilled black arrows. Dalinar lurched from the saddle, arrows spouting from each shoulder as his men caught up. He seized the archer and hauled the fellow to his feet, noting the blue tattoo on his cheek. The archer gasped and stared at Dalinar. He expected he was quite the sight, covered in soot from the fires, his face a mask of blood, his nose cut and chip all the way up the scalp, stuck not with one but 2 arrows on top of it. You waited until my helm was off, Dalinar demanded. You are an assassin, sent here specifically to kill me. The man winced and then nodded. Amazing, Dalinar said, letting the fellow go. Show me that shot again. How far is that, Thaka? I'm right, aren't I? Over 300 yards? Almost 4. But he had a height advantage. Still, Dalinar said, stepping up to the lip of the bridge and looking back at the befuddled archer. Well, grab your bow. My bow? The archer said. Are you deaf, man? Good at it.
You're an archer. Why aren't you using the bow? God damn it.
The archer regarded the 10 elites on horseback, grim-faced and dangerous, before wisely deciding to obey. He picked up the arrow and then his bow, which was made of sleek black wood that Dalinar didn't recognize. Went right through the stormin' armor, Dalinar muttered, feeling at the arrow that had hit him on his left. That one didn't seem too bad. It just had punctured the steel, but had lost most of the momentum in doing so. The one on his right, though, that had cut through the chain and was sending blood down his arm. He shook his head, shading it with his left hand, inspecting the battlefield. To the left, armies clashed. His main body of elites had come up to press the flank. The rear guard found some civilians and was shoveling them into the street. Pick a corpse, Dalinar said, pointing towards the empty square where the skirmish was happening. Stick an arrow in one down there, if you can. The archer licked his lips and seemed confused. Finally, he took a spyglass off his belt and studied the area. The one in blue, near the overturned cart. Dalinar squinted and then nodded. Nearby, Thaka had climbed off his horse and slid out his sword, resting it on his shoulder. A not so subtle warning. The archer drew his bow and launched a single black-fletched arrow. Flew true, sticking into the chosen corpse. A single awe-spren burst around Dalinar like a ring of blue smoke. Stormfather, Thaka, before today, if you had bet, I'd have bet half the princedom that such a thing shot wasn't possible. He turned to the archer. What's your name, assassin? The man raised up his chin but didn't reply. Well, in any case, welcome to my elites, Dalinar said. Someone get that fellow a horse.
You're
What?
recorded now.
I tried to kill you. Yes, from a distance, which shows remarkably good judgment. I could make use of someone with your skills. We're enemies. Dalinar nodded to the town below, where the beleaguered enemy was at long last surrendering. Not anymore. Looks like we're allies now. The archer spat to the side. Slaves beneath your brother, the tyrant. Dalinar let one of his men help him onto his horse. If you'd rather be killed, I can respect that. Alternatively, you could join me and name your price. The life of my bright lord Ysir. The heir. Is that the fellow, Dalinar said, looking to Thaka, that you killed down below? Yes, sir. He's got a hole in his chest, Dalinar said, looking back to the assassin. Tough break. You monster. You could have captured him. Nah, the other princedoms are digging in their heels, refusing to recognize my brother's crown. Games of catch me with the high light eyes just to encourage people to fight back. If they know you're out for blood, then they'll think twice. How about this? Join with me and I won't pillage the town. What's left of it anyways. The man looked down at the surrendering army. You in or not? I promise not to make you shoot anyone you like. Great! Dalinar said, turning his horse and trotting off. A short time later, when Dalinar's elites rode up to him, the sullen archer was on a horse with one of the other men. The pain surged in Dalinar's right arm as a thrill faded, but it was manageable. He needed the surgeons to take a look at the arrow wound. Once they reached the town again, he sent orders to stop the looting. His men would hate that, but this town isn't worth much anyway. The riches would come once they start getting into the centers of the princedoms. He let his horse carry him at a leisurely gait through the town, passing soldiers who had just settled down to water themselves and get rest from the protracted engagement. His nose still smarted, and he had to forcibly prevent himself from snorting up blood. If it was well and truly broken, that wouldn't turn out well for him. Dalinar kept moving, fighting off the dull sense of nothingness that often followed a battle. It was the worst time. He could still remember being alive, but now he had to face a return to mundanity. He'd missed the executions. Sadeas had already had the local prince's head up on, and those of one of his officers up on spears. Such a showman, Sadeas was. Dalinar passed a grim line, shaking his head, and heard muttering curses from his new archer. He'd have to talk to the man. Reinforced that in striking Dalinar earlier, he'd chosen to shoot an arrow at an enemy. That was to be respected. But if he's tried something else against Dalinar or Sadeas now, it would be very different. Thaka would already be searching out the fellow's family. Dalinar, a voice called. He stilled his horse and turned towards the sound. Toril Sadeas, resplendent in his yellow shard plate that had already been washed clean, pushed through the clutter of officers. The red-faced young man looked older than he had a year ago when they'd started all this. He'd still been a gangly youth. No longer. Dalinar, are those arrows? Stormfather, man, you look like a thorn bush. What happened to your face? A fist, Dalinar said, then nodded towards the heads on the spears. Nice work. We lost the crown prince. He'll mount a resistance. That would be impressive, considering what I did to him. Sadeas visibly relaxed. Oh, Dalinar, what would we do without you? Lose. Get me something to drink and a pair of surgeons, in that order. Also, Sadeas, I promised I wouldn't pillage the city. No looting or slaves taken. You what? Who did you promise? Dalinar thumbs over his shoulder at the archer. Another one. He's got amazing aim. Loyal, too. Glanced to his side where Sadeas' soldiers had rounded up some of the weeping women from Sadeas to pick from. I was looking forward to tonight. And I was looking forward to breathing through my nose. We'll live. More than can be said for the kids we fought today. Fine, fine. I suppose we could spare one town, a symbol that we are not without mercy. He looked over to Dalinar again. We need to get you some shards, my friend. To protect me. Protect you? Storms, Dalinar, at this point, I'm not certain a rock slide could kill you. No, just makes the rest of us look bad when you accomplish what you do practically unarmed. Dalinar shrugged. He didn't wait for the wine or the surgeons, but instead led his horse back to gather his elites and reinforce the orders to guard the city from looting. Once he finished, he walked his horse across the smoldering ground to his camp. He was done living for the day. It would be weeks and maybe months before he got another opportunity. With that, you feel the vision fade around you.
So well, I feel like we've been in a vision for like a week. Jeez.
Like 7 days.
That close to it, at least. Maybe like 6 days and 20-something hours.
Specific.
You know, Helena, sometimes I wonder if I'm just not even a part of this world that looks at the fourth wall.
What if... Now this will be crazy. What if we're just pawns in someone else's game?
Emotional damage. Oh my god, who the hell cares?
I'm going through an existential crisis, not now, God. Sorry, I saw my moment to take a really stupid sentence and I wanted it.
Didn't realize you guys were still doing the comedy skits.
I'm
Somebody kill
drunk,
that
of
Kremlin.
course I'm gonna do comedy.
Anyways.
So, yeah, Wolf's a bit mean, isn't he? Didn't have to show me that then. Really? You chose now?
Oh, right.
That's not one of my questions. That is a rhetorical question. I understand you chose now. I'm just baffled by it.
Rhetorical. Rhetorical!
You can't take that ring off either, can you?
Nope.
Seared to the bone.
Yup. Although I wonder what happens if I chop the finger off. I've really thought about it.
You could always try.
I'll do it for you.
I bet you
Suddenly,
would.
I don't want to lose my hand, and I think I'd rather deal with the wolf. No offense, Lil, but you scare me much more.
He's our combat surgeon.
Yes, that's why he scares me. He's our surgeon. I know what he's capable of. One moment it's a finger, the next it's a hand, then it's an eye, then it's my entire head. Next thing I know, I'm living in a jar.
Only if you
Not trying to
ask
give you ideas.
or you're unconscious.
Takes like a big step away from him.
What's your AC?
I'd be very excited for you
Well,
to
if you must know, my AC is roughly 14.
I see.
Fuck. Hate this stupid thing.
We're back in the fancy castle, right?
Is there I forget, is there a library in this castle in any capacity whatsoever?
A lot
It's
of
been
rooms.
4,000 years since it's been in use.
Yeah, well, you know,
Well,
fucking
actually,
Avatar
less than
The
that.
Last
It's been about
Airbender
3,000
taught me
years.
some shit. Knowledge is forever, Trace.
That's true, but books are not.
Well,
Good.
is there any
Wait, can we just circle back around to the point that you are asking about a library?
I forget that I can't read and I can't read. Whoops. Hey guys, it's been a long campaign. I don't always remember that I can't read. It's kind of the thing that doesn't come up.
learned to read.
It's because you're a stupid man.
Fuck you, you're a woman. You're the manliest woman I've ever known, Pelina.
I can't read either.
Oh, sorry. For some reason you were insulting me, so I took it as an insult that you could read and I couldn't, and I just had to retaliate.
Looks at lol. Damn illiterates.
I don't think they know what illiterate means.
Yeah, I would say that they probably
Those
don't. I
small
mean,
people. Absolute idiots.
between the two of them, they've got, I don't
Wait,
know,
fuck
maybe
you, you're
1% of
fuck
all
you.
brain power individually.
You can only
Hey,
read and write in
hey,
my own
Who
language.
talked us away from that dragon thing? This guy.
Guys,
I'm
why
pretty
do
sure.
you need to come back?
I don't know if I could call that talking.
It's been
I
a
would say
long
that that dragon was probably going to let us pass
We had to report back to Delinar
after
about
talking to the mink.
heralds.
That's
He
right.
Now,
seemed like he was going to let us go anyways.
Oh, I don't think so. But you didn't talk to him. We're good buddies now, though. Gonna play poker with him on Friday.
That he wasn't
I don't know what
Sure.
poker is, though.
And
Sure.
Sadius had come up to
Well,
interrogate.
I can teach you
And that-
poker.
Killed.
I
Oh,
have a
bro.
feeling we've got a very different definition of what poker means.
Nah,
I get the
it's a
feeling
card.
yours is far more inappropriate.
Well, it's this
Well,
fun
I play
gambling
cards.
card game. I might play a different version than other parts of the world, but I've played a hand or two in my day.
Are we doing it with a wager?
I believe you.
I'm out of this. I walk down the hallway towards my destination, which will be trying to find Dalinar.
Not that
You
we can really
guys
wager
are
a lot.
still way out on the oath game.
I'm making my way up to the room where Dalinar is today. No DMCA.
Wait, by yourself.
Fuck it, I'm not part of this gambling shenanigans.
We can always do it during our group bonding.
Look, I didn't like when the gods gambled when I was part of the army. I didn't like when you guys gambled when we were slaves. I don't like when we gamble at any point in our lives because I always lose.
What about our one?
Nope.
Or loser.
I'm just saying,
Storm off.
the winged angel creature. There was a whole gamble there. We came out of it pretty well.
Gambling with your life and gambling with your Stormlight is a different story. I'd rather gamble with my life, betting on the fact that I might actually succeed in something rather than gambling my Stormlight, my only source of power, away. Speaking of which, actually, I start making my way to a place where I can recharge my fucking Stormlight.
And I
Guess what? You still can't.
God
I
damn.
hate you.
Because it's been the weeping forever, and there was a goddamn high storm that appeared right above you, and shockingly enough, at the time, everybody was more worried about saving their life than recharging Stormlight.
Crazy how that
Blasphemy.
works.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Selfish
think I'm kinda
bastards,
dumb
if you
for
ask
that.
me.
I mean, you could just stand outside. And
You know what? I think I'm gonna go outside and hold my hand out in the fucking storm and just
That was a
fucking
joke.
raise my hand off.
It was a joke. No.
No, I wasn't serious. I wasn't serious. No, don't shut me out there. No.
Currently, the storm
Oh,
is about
God.
here.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are about here.
I'll say-
The Everstorm, on the other hand, is about here.
I
So,
don't see it. Give me a sec. Oh, okay. The worst part of it's still there. Wonderful. Working its way over. Making its
Yeah.
way across of Roshar.
about to round the world.
I forgot about my hot pocket.
Around the
Shit.
world.
It's cold.
No, that's not.
It's a cold pocket. What was that face for?
So fucking.
So, yeah.
Sassy cats.
Stormlight, not an option yet. What are you guys doing?
Oh. I'm gonna raise this building to the fucking ground because I'm just mad now. God damn it.
Everything is made of stone.
I don't care. I will break it with a storm. I have. Fuck you and your stone. I have the blade. No, anyway, I'm just gonna go. You know what? It's been a long adventure. We haven't rested in a bit. I'm gonna go nap.
I'll help.
That sounds fantastic.
Puts hand on Raphael's head, shoves out of the way, walks to room.
Damn.
Okay. You guys find your way to the barracks, and as you do, you're noticing a couple of changes with Uruthiro. It looks like the majority of the Shattered Plains at this point
Yeah.
has relocated into the main confines of Uruthiro. High Princess have kind of taken their own general sections of it for their populace, and there's started to be these kind of breakaway markets that are being built, particularly on the ground floor. But you can find your way to the Kolin guard barracks, which are primarily located on the ground floor. There you see some familiar old faces
One of these times,
of Bridge 4.
when you go to bed, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel so much lighter because I'm gonna have shaved your whole head. I'm just gonna shave your hair when you sleep.
It's really not that bad, I promise.
Unlock my door.
What door? We all sleep in the same room. We're companions.
I
There
lock
are
it.
shockingly few doors right now because it looks like most of them are made out of wood.
I will sleep in a fucking broom closet.
I would like to once again approach Pellinir about teaching him poker.
Poker's voting Pellinir. Pellinir's voting poker juice.
Pelinar, by the way, poker feels real. Like the concept of it feels real weird to you, particularly because it's kind of an anti-Voran thing. You don't want to be predicting based on random chance.
This is right. And I always assumed the name poker meant something far more inappropriate. But
Oh,
this
no,
does
no.
seem something like something your people would be into.
Damn.
Actually, I learned how to play one version, but we went so much gambling as trying to see who would lead the hunt. See, it was only on me travels that I started gambling with it.
I think. Fuck.
So what do you think tonight?
I might be a little more drunk than I thought.
What's quick?
I think Garrick wants to learn.
In the broom closet sleeping.
I'm
We
just
don't have
sitting outside waiting
brooms!
patiently. Your day will come. You'll thank me for it. I promise.
While I'm alone, I'd like to ask the wolf a question.
Mhm.
Can you be given to somebody else?
Once the link is made, such things can only be transferred in very specific ways.
Like a contract of sorts, probably.
Like an STD.
Shut up. She's not here.
Okay. Damn.
This is my mind palace. Go fuck yourself.
What's it look like?
Fucking battlefield. Every body has something fucking different to say.
I imagine it looked like the inside of a high school gym. You know.
I wouldn't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, as Garrick, I see. Never mind then. Continue on.
No, that's not what my.
Carry on. It's okay. I said mine looks like a DMV.
Trace, would this all be encompassed under the same question if I kept inquiring about this, or would it continuously take more questions?
It would take more questions. You got to be very specific.
How many are we at right now?
Uh,
6, I think.
I think you were at what 5, and then you
We're
have
at
your
5. What's
With the one
two
you
others?
had
down.
another 5 for the Dalinar one that haven't been used yet. Actually, you see one of the eyes finally blazoned over.
Out of the 5 that were for the Dalinar one?
Reserved. Yeah, there were 5 reserved for
Fuck
that.
you, dude.
So you're technically at 10, but you're still you haven't used 4 of them.
Yeah, there's
Those
20 total
Why'd you
charges.
they're on layaway.
So I don't mind using my 11th charge for this. I have someone that would be interested in working with you, I think. How would we go about transferring you from one to another?
You would need to find me.
It can never be fucking easy. It can never be something as simple as, yeah, make a deal with them. Go just talk to them and make a handshake. No, it's gotta go travel to a different fucking plane and find this son of a bitch. God damn it. Every time. I didn't expect anything different. I just hoped. Empty hope. God damn it. Fuck it, number 12. Where are you? How would I go about, let me rephrase this to be specific.
Drop your location.
How would I go about getting to you from my exact point of time right now?
Put it on a map.
One would need to find a way to transfer from Roshar to the broken world of Shrianavast.
Brianavast?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that where we're like, didn't we fuck that up? No,
Yes.
I'm asking Meta. I think, didn't humanity super fuck that up if I remember correctly?
That's where humanity's originally from. That's where
Yeah.
Tanavast was the god king for a long time.
Yeah, and then Tanavast. Yeah, okay. No, that's why it's all ringing a bell. I'm like, hold on, the
Is
full
that the
name
one with
of it.
the angels and the
Yep, that's first campaign stuff. I was like, that's why it's ringing a bell. I just had to make sure I was in the right ball court for my thinking.
ball court. Sorry.
I'm waiting for more. I asked specifics. So once we're there, what happens? Because this shouldn't count as more of a question because this all encompasses the same thing. I'm trying my best not to burn all my questions now because I want to be able to give the ring to somebody and they can ask it questions. That's why.
Hmm.
I don't know if it'll reset
You can
upon
always go back.
trading.
You know what? I bet you the funny little elf man, no, Fey guy, the one who I didn't give my name to, but you guys all encountered in his cave, he would probably know stuff about this.
You know, he definitely does, but he doesn't want to talk. I don't want to talk to a Fey fucking lord for many reasons.
I mean, Cursed Ring, Magic Fey Man.
I'm not talking to the Fey man. Anyway.
Not talking about the Fey man.
Oh, I'm waiting for the rest of my question to be answered. Is it as simple as just getting there? Is that where he basically ends it off?
Yep.
Is just once we're there, that's where we find him.
That's where he is.
I wonder if you could use the gates. Oh wait, no, we can use our bracelets, right? To shift.
You can shift us between realms.
Well, no, she cannot.
No, it was it's
Toomey.
Toomey that was able to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
saying with
no,
the
your
actual-
bracelets can shift you. She was right though.
Okay, so the bracelets can shift us.
Yeah, but you got to be careful because
They
it's
just
random,
it works with the
and
amulet.
also you only have 3 total uses and 1 per day of each
And is that individuals or as a group?
individuals.
Wait, we only have 3 total uses all
No,
together?
I just asked that
Okay, no,
question.
so it
He said
recharges on a day.
individuals.
Well,
So you
it
have 3, I have 3, Lowell
it
has
doesn't-
3, etc., etc.
One
Yeah, so-
recharges every day.
so you're only allowed to use 1 on the bracelet per day, but you have 3 total uses, and each person has that.
And then once they're done. No recharge at all, huh?
Till the next day?
No.
Or just permanent? Interesting.
Thus far,
Sweet.
Pelinar has used one,
I
and
have?
yes, you were the first one to fiddle with your
Yep.
shit.
We had to use one to fuck around and get out, and we almost did, but then we rolled really bad.
Then I think Garrick, you used the one to get out of Telany.
I did.
Yeah.
And I managed to get us home.
Because that's where we popped from the Clear Lake.
So I have
Over
2
here.
uses left, which means. Okay. I'm gonna go find Lowell.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine, Lil.
I imagine when you get out of the broom closet, you just swing the door really hard, and I just go. Pff, and I fall.
Slam you with the fucking door. That's the wall, like the literal. It's just a plank of wood that I've put over it as a fake door, so I just slam it into the wall so it doesn't fall over. Sorry, didn't know you were there. Wait, were you eavesdropping?
I mean,
You didn't hear shit because it was silent the entire time. But like,
You were in there
you
for a
trying
while.
to eavesdrop?
I just
I was
wanted to
dropping
know.
no eaves, sir, I promise.
Time.
What are you doing in 2
Look at
Pelennor? There's no honor. I need to
I
find
don't know
Lowell.
what eaves is.
I don't know. I found it strange that you would lock yourself in a dark corridor.
I go
with a
find
wood.
Lowell.
Ah, Garrick,
Well,
Feel
I,
free
are you
uh,
ready to remove your finger?
I have a proposition for you.
I'm listening.
I'm not wanting to remove my finger, but I am wanting to get rid of the ring on it. You seem like someone that would benefit from the knowledge it gives you. Would you like to work together with me to attempt to make this happen where I can trade it over to you?
Knowledge sounds wonderful, but why don't you want it anymore?
Something about it just irks me. Kind of like, not me exactly, but like, you know how that we have those threads?
Yeah,
One of them doesn't want me to have it.
interesting. Well, your loss is my gain, I guess.
Hold out my hand for a handshake.
I'll reach back.
You see a small glint. In the...
So between the 2 of us, we have 5 charges on these, and we need to somehow get somewhere called. What was it called again? The Broken Plane of fucking.
Tanavas?
No. Isn't it Televast?
I thought it was Tana. Tana
No.
something.
You're thinking Tanavast, which was the name of the guy.
Um,
As vast as the end of it. Fucking the Shattered World. It's the easiest way I can remember it.
That's it.
Wait, oh, am I supposed to look at it? Sorry, I'm looking at it. I am looking at a fucking character sheet right now.
what does it say?
Trianavas. I had to switch over. Okay, I was looking at a character sheet trying to read through stuff.
Trees.
It's in a tree.
Trees.
I feel like getting there, we have better chances. It's the worry about getting back.
Well, how do we get there?
With these, and I hold up our bracelet. I have one, you have one, everyone got one.
Would this still require Stormlight? Or is this solely the
But
bracelet?
would probably be pretty helpful to go certain
I was
places.
gonna say you should probably wait until
I'm trying to get ideas ready for when we can actually charge our Stormlight. After the charge of the Stormlight's done is what I'm trying to do here.
because I can use my Stormlight to travel the group certain distances, and that could help if we ended up in a place like, I don't know, 20. Ow,
you-
motherfucker! Why do I always hurt myself?
You could teleport us away from the high storm, though,
I
if you
could
have the Stormlight.
try, yes.
And you could get us theoretically somewhere to charge the Stormlight.
Theoretically,
Is there anywhere within reach that's not under the high storm right now, though?
I mean,
Within reach.
it's all
That's
on
the
the
important part.
Within
east.
reach.
Where we're at
East?
right now is the important
It's all on the east side right now,
because
too.
we are right here.
And it's all the way over next to the Isles up that way, right?
Because it's taken place, I think, from here over, right? Oh, he's got the perfect lines for it. Perfect.
Apparently, it's there, moving east or westward.
North, south, east, west.
So it's coming this way right now. It's not exactly hit us yet, but
That's
it's
the
going
storm
to.
wall. No. Storm wall. It's heading west.
Right.
So heading left.
So this wall is just this way. So the only way we could really fucking know, there's really not anywhere we could go that we know of familiarly.
Could always go to Erie.
Could we? Where is that? Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
What's an Erie? Is that the one with the super pale skin and
Don't think so.
dark? Oh, crap. Craps? No. Nurses? No. Nuns? I don't know. I'm bad at charades.
You've broken the DM while I'm looking.
He was
for
going like
someone that-
this. Like what?
You're not from Erie, are you?
Wait, me? Am I from there?
Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, guys, that was all an elaborate prank. I definitely knew. Whoops.
That was amazing.
Oh
Can you,
my fucking god.
Can you tell that I am really observant? Uh-huh.
He was trying so hard.
You destroyed Trace there.
Mm. I retain information that I hear for about 2 minutes and then it's gone, so my bad. I'm sure there are all of the above there, though.
Could we
I
charge
can-
our Stormlight there?
Most likely.
How much Stormlight do we have left between all of us? Because this would be worth us dumping all our Stormlight for.
I have 8 charges.
You would need about 4 to get over there.
I think we could make it.
That for sure is my hometown, though, right?
Yep, that is
Okay.
your
Yes.
hometown.
Yes.
Knowing my hometown, would I know that it's okay for people who are not like me to be there,
You
or are
okay
they
with the
super?
people from the outside coming in?
Or are they
Holmes?
super, like closed in and stuff for it? Because from what I remember, we all follow a certain belief of, hey, we die and all go into one god. From what I remember, right? Like
It,
way
yeah, the
that we live
concept
our
is
life.
it's basically it's the concept that everybody's a fracturing of the one quote unquote God, and you're all just different experiences that are being used in order to fulfill the perspective of the one.
But we're all
yeah,
friendly. We're not gonna there's not gonna
yeah.
be like gatekeeping.
No,
Okay.
the Erie are chill. If you were to go to Shinovar, you might get stabbed,
Who's Shinovar?
and you would definitely get stabbed if you went down to Tukar.
Okay, we're going to Tuka for sure.
But yeah, no, I mean there's still a decent amount of places you could go. Azir is pretty advanced. Erie,
Yeah, but the
they're
worry
chill.
is what just happened with Azir. The fact that fucking the high storm just went over it.
I mean, I'm fine either way.
Let's go to Erie.
I'll hand over the Stormlight.
So then we can all charge our Stormlight and we'll be in a better position at this point.
Always good to have some charge Stormlight.
Would be nice to
Finally
do the
have that
magical
again.
things that we need to do. The voodoo
Maybe
that we
learn
do
about some
so well.
Stormlight. I don't know. Reserves.
Man, I can't believe I actually forgot my hometown. Oh my god, bro.
And then it's been how many years since you last saw it? It's okay.
Oh, well, I'll get to see if my sister's doing well. So that's
We're
good.
back.
And check in on the family.
All right. So you guys are doing it now?
Unless there's stuff we need to clear up beforehand.
I don't think there
Group
is really-
any group
I mean, we can
decisions
come
on
back
things we
relatively
need to do
fast,
right
too.
away.
We can come back relatively quick too.
Okay.
Because once our Stormlight's charged, it'll be a lot easier to move around without worry.
True. Alright, Power Ranger stance.
Okay.
Tokusante, Tokusante.
Roll a d10, please.
Do you want me to roll it or do you want to roll it?
I roll.
Okay.
Don't you have faith in me? How could you say that?
Because you and Brittany both have a habit of rolling like
You
garbage.
fucking cursed me, you bitch.
But that might not be bad. Sometimes the lower the better.
I should have had Kaz bless my hand.
I mean, again, sometimes the lower the better. This is a D10 to determine where we end up properly, so.
Why are you so close, bud?
He just wants to be loved.
Are you lurking?
He can't support. Big
Lurking.
goof. Got such a good smile. Who's got a good smile? Cats.
Aerodynamic.
You are aerodynamic.
Oh.
I don't like
Uh-oh.
that.
What happened?
Yeah, I absolutely hate that.
I hate when Trace goes, oh, just because it's always a worry sign. Go, get. Go on, get.
At least we didn't get the second. Oh.
Oh.
No, my worst one is, oh. The dragged out one. That usually comes with a laugh.
No, it's
towards
just
end.
the silence and then hearing dice rolls.
That one's pretty scary. Just seeing his face change to a stone cold face, and you just see dice start rolling. And it's like, why are you rolling those?
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. You get to keep your head.
I thought that was a joke.
Me too. I don't really want to be part of the lost limb gang.
Hashtag Moss Gang.
Well, you lost one. Helenar lost one. Didn't someone else also lose one? And then they grew it back.
Yes.
Is that Evan?
Oh.
I
Well,
believe
several people lost their functionality.
Yeah, I lost functionality. I haven't like outright lost a limb.
Helenar lost an arm.
Right.
But it regenerated because of my power. My powers.
Didn't Varix lose a finger?
Got the power.
Yes,
to
that
do
did.
That came back.
That he did.
Whatever.
Could I get a con saving throw from all y'all motherfuckers?
Uh-oh.
A con saving
Yes.
throw.
Oh, would the aura take effect since we're all next to each other?
Sure.
All right,
Power
you
of
guys
God.
get
Let's do my saves.
+3
everyone.
Saw it,
from
and I
me.
will make sure-
Yeah.
I will make
So
sure
whoever the
I-
maximum is.
I think it was me.
Nice. Nice.
1 and
Was
1,
the
baby.
crit
1 and
save
1.
me?
You said con saving throw?
Yes, please.
Nice.
Feeling pretty good.
Okay. Let's see, where the fuck did I put you people? There.
What do you mean?
So the
you
aura
people?
doesn't make
I
let
mean,
you
you people.
advantage.
No,
Or
gives,
is it just
gives
plus?
pluses.
Sure.
+1 on saves for me.
Alrighty. So good news. All of you pretty much are doing just fine in this circumstance. Bad news. Lol. You suddenly feel yourself teleport, then take a big deep breath in, and you are filled with seawater. Yes. You are currently chilling out about 100 feet below water. What are you doing?
100 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just like fall out of the portal or something?
No,
What
he got
happens?
ported. He got ported in no bad spot.
Oh.
No, I mean you're all here. It's just most of you have the wherewithal to hold your breath.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna blow up this area, so that probably wouldn't be a good idea then.
Start swimming.
How deep are we?
About 100 feet.
That's. And do I have? Could I make it to the surface without holding my breath?
Probably.
Then I want to try to do that.
So you're still in the
Can I-
same area as we are. You're just further down.
No, we're all in the same area. I just didn't hold my breath. I'm inhaling water.
With
I
Yeah.
thought it was like we were grouped up here and then you were like ungrouped on the side or something.
With my natural 20, I kind of would assume that my training is kind of taking hold. Like the moment I'm in water, I'm like, okay, look for a way up. taken my surroundings. And the moment I see Lowell is kind of struggling, I'd like to try to assist him as much as possible with that nat 20 if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you guys just going straight up.
Uh,
I am because I'm panicked at this point.
Mhm.
is it smart to just go straight up or 100 feet under? Isn't that? Can't you contract something from that? If you go
We'll
straight
get the
up,
bends.
Scuba dive.
we get bends.
We don't
Is
have
bends an
scuba-
issue here?
You can roll
I
medicine
mean,
check.
if someone has a stroke, we'll know.
If someone has a what?
An aneurysm or a stroke, then we'll know.
If someone dies on their way up, we'll know. Fuck it.
Well, that happens after you get up there, but then your whole body goes like
Right?
blood,
I mean,
and then
I survive. Really, we're fine. I can just revert.
Oh, that's true.
I'll drag a couple bodies a couple miles towards where I need to start charge the Stormlight. But hey,
Would it be possible to like use our shard blade at all to help? I don't know if it
I think
would.
you can lash yourself if you have that ability.
I don't think I,
aspirator, you know.
but if anyone does have lash, they can do that to get themselves further up.
At least faster.
Yeah. And then help.
Right,
with
should we just
safety
overthinking
and
this, or should we just be swimming right now?
I imagine we
I'm
probably
Nobody
should.
rolled a medicine check yet.
I don't care. I'm just
I'll
gonna
roll
go
a
for
medicine
it.
check.
You want to go for it? Fine.
Yeah, this is my homeland. I should know.
I mean,
Oh yeah, no. If with your how deep they are, if they go straight up, they're gonna start having a seizure about halfway through.
Okay.
god damn.
I'm gonna just do the gesture of don't do that. Go like around and then slowly work your way up.
Lola's not listening.
Oh no. We don't have enough stormlight for me to use my
Luis is off on his
passage
own.
spell,
Lola's
I
with
think.
me.
thing. Okay.
Well, looks like I'm gonna be rescuing a body on my way around as I'm kind of going up with Lowell. Me and him are kind of just doing it slow. If I need to, I'll make out with you, Lowell, to give you some air.
You're probably gonna have to.
I know.
Would I need to make
I
like
don't have anything to
Fucking
help.
walked
So.
in here. Like,
would I need to make like a history check since, this is where I grew up? Would I know like a certain way that would help going up through this water? Or is it just like, nope, you just gotta take it slow kind of thing?
Primarily, you shouldn't really be this deep while free diving in the first place.
Yeah.
Secondly, if you were to do it, because generally, like 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, like that's where if you go up too quick, you might start having issues, So what you'll do is you'll generally go like 10 feet up, then wait,
Okay.
like a bit, then another 10 feet up, then wait a bit.
I'll just try and do that then and gesture for group to follow suit.
Okay. Lowell, make a wisdom saving throw.
It's okay.
your brain is bleeding.
Nope.
Yeah. Garrick, make a strength save, please.
Yeah.
Me?
Thank you.
Garrick, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You followed up behind him to assist.
Okay.
Thank
You're able to
fuck.
hold him in place, but he is like flailing and freaking the fuck out.
You realize I have Lowell, not Luis, right? Oh, wait, no, I have
Yeah.
Lowell. I see. I got the roles mixed up because I saw the LU. That was my bad.
Lol, you just start hearing in the arms of an angel.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, your lungs are burning, and all you know is you need to get the fuck up, and you are just being held down by this guy.
I got this.
What are you doing?
I'm kissing him.
No, not you. What is
I'm
he
gonna give
doing?
him air if he's fucking struggling here.
Oh god. Like,
Weird question. You know how you have your magic bag of water?
okay. I'm gonna recognize that
Oh,
I
you guys haven't been on the fucking map this whole time. I apologize.
I was
That's
like, I'm
my
not
bad.
sure where we're at still.
Is this a dumb idea or a smart idea? I can't tell.
Oh, this is awful. Oh, this is fucking horrifying. No, this is like my nightmare. What the fuck is bone?
Dude, this is just all your cave diving.
This is
victims.
Subnautica.
No, going back to the point though.
What was the point? Sorry, oh yeah.
Dumb idea, smart idea, worth it? Not worth it?
I'm gonna test it. Maybe it'll be worth it. No, because we don't
Real
want to go
quick.
up faster.
is this looks like oxygen coming out or some sort of bubbles coming out of the floor.
Mhm.
Do I notice these bubbles first of all in my panic?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Come on, perception.
Nope.
All right. Well then, yeah, I'm
Don't perceive shit.
I know not to blow the people up around me, but I don't have any other option, so I'm gonna try to fight Garrick. So he'll let me go, so I can make it to the surface.
Alrighty. Are you trying to like physically hit him or escape his grasp?
Just escape
Okay,
his
wait.
grasp.
Do you
I'm
need
like
air? Is that what
thrashing.
you're basically insinuating here?
He is flailing around.
I am breathing into you. Fucking stop. Do not need you flailing on
Does
me
that
right
work?
now.
You get a kiss. You have more air. You still have a fuck ton of water in your lungs from your initial gasp.
I give him a little bit. I let him just try to spit out as much as he can. See if he can get some of it out, like the air out or the water out of him.
In the water?
Might work.
Yeah, I would. At this point, I'm trying anything because I'm either gonna fight everybody or die.
I mean, you're probably gonna die either way if you fight us. That's the problem.
For sure.
Make another con saving throw there. Lol.
All right, there we go.
Okay. You don't vomit. You somewhat calm down as you recite your little mantra, basically. Like, oh, well, okay. I may lose control, but I'm not going to do it twice.
Beautiful.
So, yes, you
Any
relax.
chance I can roll another perception check in my now less flustered state?
Sure.
As poor Luis is gonna die in a minute.
Why am I
Okay.
gonna die?
I thought you were
Roll
swimming up
intelligence.
super quick.
No, just low.
Fuck.
Hey, man. Those are bubbles. You know what that means.
Bubbly, 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 boo. There's
I'm
a cat
swimming
in the
towards it.
room.
I'm gonna wait. Is Lowell or Luis also not drowning, but not in a good way?
No, it's all right.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna just go by myself.
Okay. You guys will see Lowell swim down to the bubble stream.
I'll let
What are you
him.
doing?
Man, I'm not smart enough to know that this is not a good idea, so I'm gonna try one time to see if I can get more oxygen from said bubbles.
Okay. You just like a catfish just suction your lips onto this rock crack as these bubbles start going up into your lungs. As you take 11 acid damage from breathing in sulfur.
We did get a long rest before we left here.
Yeah.
Okay. 11 acid from sulfur. Great.
And once again, your lung situation is fucked.
Yep.
We waited long enough to start moving up.
Yeah, you guys have, the rest of you have been slowly making your way up at the behest of Raphael. On the other hand, Lowell is once again just.
Brother, you know
As,
what? I've been doing well enough. Could I roll? Can I go down and tie a fucking rope around his leg?
Sure.
If he dies, at least I can buoy the corpse up with us.
You'll have something to bury.
No, I'll bring you back. Don't worry about it. I can do that. But like, motherfucker,
Alrighty.
gonna eat the rest of our Stormlight.
So can everybody go ahead and type in what your con like plus is?
And just gonna actually do like just the Constitution base, not
No,
saving throw
like
base.
whatever the plus is. +1, +2,
Yeah.
+3, whatever.
We're putting this in roll 20.
Yeah, just let me know.
Wow.
There you go.
Con, yes.
Got Raphael at 1, me at 2.
Oh wait, just for Constitution, not our con save.
No, yeah, just the regular Constitution plus.
Okay, never mind. Then not. Then con no.
You have a 0?
Yeah.
No.
But for my con save, I have +7.
So it's like to be a paladin. And a fighter.
I mean, I'm Superman and Spider-Man rolled into 1.
Varix and Luis, what are your guys' plus to con?
I'm posting.
Plus
Oh,
three.
thank God, that's a good one.
No.
Plus bitch.
Okay. As you guys are going, you get about 30 feet up. You're about 70 from the surface. As lull, you feel yourself just being dragged upwards, and you're kind of thrashing left and right. It's at about this point that going at the slow pace, trying to avoid the bends at the behest of Raphael. Pelinar, you start feeling your lungs burning, and you have officially begun the process of drowning.
All right. Yes. I love it.
You take 3 damage.
Beautiful. 3.
You look like he's struggling too.
Should we
Uh,
tie ropes around all of us?
I'm about to tie another section of rope around Palinar and have a chain of fucking bodies come out of the water with us.
The more of us you
see-
drag along, the slower you're going to go.
I know, that's why I'm working off that nat 20, but it's not gonna help me for 2 people here. I'm gonna need some help.
I mean, I can try
Um,
and offer, but I have a. not
We'll
good
get there when we get there.
strength.
It's about another 30 feet, so 60 feet, 40 feet from the surface, when Raphael, you will start to feel your lungs burning, and you will officially have started drowning.
Feels like home. Yep.
That's 4 damage to Raphael, and then 12 damage to Pelinar. Go up
During
another.
the drowning sounds from almost any game where you just hear boop, 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 boop.
You go up about another
Far Cry
20 feet, and Lull, Garrick, and Varix, you will all begin drowning.
Well, we have like only 10 to 15 feet left, right?
You got another 20. Yeah, so you guys will take 6. Raphael, you will take 12. And Pelinar, you will take 24.
Oh, my.
It's worse the more rounds go.
Mm-hmm. Pelinar, at this point, you do black out.
So now I'm tugging.
Mm-hmm.
Dead weight.
I'll reach down to try and.
Thankfully, it's a little easier through the
Grab
water,
him.
but getting you out of the water is gonna be a pain.
Well, because you already
Uh,
have Lowell, so. someone else
Until
was
eventually another 20 feet go, and you all surface.
All right,
immediately coughing up our lungs.
let's start the CPR.
You're still in the middle of the water.
Oh, you can do CPR on the water.
And where are we on the map? Are we down here at the Pure Lake?
No. You are either in this section or this section, based on the
Okay.
topography.
Well, swimming to land, dragging a body with me.
It's going to be a decent amount of swimming.
Yeah, and if someone's got some Stormlight left, I'm gonna have to resuscitate somebody with it.
Do I have any left? think
Am I
do.
still awake at this point?
Yes, your lungs are burning and you are literally spending half your time vomiting instead of swimming, but you're up.
In between vomiting and coughing, I'm just gonna point to my pocket where my Stormlight is at Garrick.
How much do I need to use for this? It's only like 1 Stormlight charge right now, right?
Mhm.
I will go ahead and use one of his Stormlight charges to reverse what has happened to this man's lungs.
Okay. As Garrick uses a Stormlight level, go ahead and roll whatever the healing is.
It is.
You will literally feel as the stormlight kind of enters your body, your lungs like starting to repair what you are now realizing are essentially holes in them that were burnt through in acid.
Oh my god.
Ugh. You know, I like pain, but that was
Wow, I
on
got a
another
good
level.
fucking roll. 14. Oh wait, no, that's actually kind of garbage. I'm 10 off.
No, you're also I think missing it. It's that times your current ideal level, right?
It's Stormlight level.
No, on the actual deal.
Yeah.
Like
Heal an individual for 2d12 times your current oath. Then you can add another 2d12 per Stormlight level. Okay.
Yeah. So
What's my current oath?
you're
Okay.
number 3.
3.
Mhm.
So
60-12 total. So
60
another
total.
40-12.
Well, let me just boop. Boop.
Go.
I mean, you're probably back to full
Yeah.
off of like
I am
40 something health.
definitely back to full health. That was for me, right?
Yep.
I'll use another one of your Stormlight charges to fucking is it Luis? Is Luis okay? No, it was
Pelinar is the one who is currently blacked
Pelinar.
out.
I'll help Pelinar out too.
All right. Pelinar, you feel the light come back to your life as you are just expelling a fuck ton of water from your lungs. Wow, that's
Ouch.
impressively low.
Yeah.
You get 19 points of healing. Pelinar. Sorry, a little tapped out from the other one. So I used 2 of your Stormlight charges, just so you know, Pelinar. Not Pelinar, fucking Luis. God damn it, so many names.
Lol.
Oh. Whoever the fuck gave me Stormlight, I used 2 of it.
All right. So it takes you guys probably a good half hour of swimming, but you do eventually make your way onto shore and plop down onto what are just some very, very rocky shores with a bunch of these little interesting. To most of you, they're very interesting. To Raphael, they're very commonplace, but these vines, they kind of spool outwards and they have these interesting kind of patterns of flowers circling around them, but they lap up water and sunlight. And then as soon as you guys come onto the shoreline, you'll see them all roll up and then kind of pack into the cracks in a very interesting way.
Good to be back up. Do I recognize where we're at?
Looking at it, just based on kind of your sense of direction, knowing that you're not too far off from Rira, which is a bunch of mountains. You're imagining you have to be probably like on this shoreline over here.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming it's straight up and towards the right is where we need to go.
Up and to the right is Rira. That one is a separate country.
Oh.
And then Erie, your homeland, is to the left.
So straight up and to the left is where we need to go.
It depends on where you want to go. You're from Elia, but the bigger city is Casitor.
I'm assuming bigger cities where we want to go, since that's probably where Stormlight would be.
I mean, regardless, at this point, you guys are just waiting for the high storm to come by.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my hometown's down that way, and big city's up this way. Thoughts on where we want to go after we're done coughing up all our water?
I mean, you know the land better than us.
Do you have anyone you need to see in your city?
Regardless, it's going to be far. It's like 500 miles either way.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going back home, but city's probably going to be a little more open towards us. We're all pretty lax here, though, so. I do want to check in on my family, though, at some point.
Let's just go to your town.
Yes. Perfect timing.
It's easier.
I wonder if she ever wrote me a letter back.
You do remember, as you're thinking about this, a long ago promise for not having given your name of making your life more complicated.
The fuck is this?
Oh, the Fae guy, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'll start directing the group towards my home. We'll slowly make our way over. It's
Again,
the
just
red line.
just so you guys know, it's like 400 miles. It's gonna be a bit.
We're going to blink.
I was gonna say, can you check my sheet again for Stormlight levels?
I think you guys have like 1 left from Lowell, maybe 2.
You got nothing here. Lowell should have 2 left. Because he had 8 to start with. He used 4 to teleport, and then I just used 2. You have
Yes,
not.
I
How
did
much?
too.
How much do mine usually cost for transport?
1 per 500 miles.
Oh, that's only a 400-mile trip.
I mean, if we want to get there fast, we could
Yes.
use Stormlight.
Yes, we should.
That'll still have 1 left for you, right? If we use 1 now.
Yep.
Okay. If we're all in agreement, then I can use, I believe, free position.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have to hit use on this for cast, or
No,
should it
you're
just
fine.
be good?
Because it's him having to take off his Stormlight.
Cool.
Yeah, that is the right one. Okay. Let me find you guys again.
That was Jeopardy, I think.
What
What even is Jeopardy?
It's a game show.
Yeah, but is that the one with scribbles?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
it's
Scrabble?
there's a board where it's like
With letters, right?
no,
Yeah, Scrabble.
no, there's like a board with like 200, 400, and like there's points, and then it's a trivia
Oh,
question.
the trivia one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one where they give
some
you the
reason I was-
answer and you have to guess the question.
Oh, the one that's worded real weird.
What is?
What
Yeah.
is
I
ancient
was
Greece?
I was thinking of the one where you fill in the letters for like what is, this thing, then it has like
Fortune.
letters that fill out.
Can you roll a D100
Yeah.
for me, by the way?
I hate that.
Roll what?
A D100, please.
82. Motherfucker.
That would have been
At
hilarious.
least it's higher than a 50.
It was almost a 59. If you flipped one of those, you would have had it.
It's hoping for 80s. One of these days. You stole my doom speaking power. What was the chuckle for?
That's the worried chuckle.
As you guys feel yourself start to reappear, you will see that once again you're somewhere familiar.
What?
God damn it.
Why the fuck are we back here?
Where is here?
2 unauthorized world hops.
Ow.
What in the world are you doing avoiding your taxes?
Excuse
You
me?
heard him, Louis. Pay your taxes.
What?
Yeah, I paid mine last time. This isn't me.
I am very confused right now. Should I know what's going on?
A TPK is happening.
You may not have been here during this one. You guys
know
ended
this
up
place either.
in the nascent tax realm of the hells, really, for
say
having
hell?
yeah, for having transported too many times between realms without paying taxes.
You have to pay taxes for that?
Mm-hmm.
We paid
Satan
the
says so.
Stormlight.
Or legally distinct King Yama.
You pay. You paid last time for the previous 5 trips. This is 2 new ones on the books. 1 to the Satrapies and 1 to Telany.
Yeah, well, one was an accident,
I don't care.
but we do. Sorry, I'm not going to sass you anymore. I'm just really peeved that this happens to us so many times.
Well,
Why do you pay for tax?
your investiture is pretty low. You have 3 rhodium nails left, or you could try to work it off if you want.
I don't got any rhodium
What
nails
the
left. I
fuck
paid
is
for it last time I was
investiture?
here. But I do have the bag of the water realm that I could potentially trade you.
Hmm.
I also have this one rhodium piece, but I mean that's all I really have otherwise. Some cloths of some old teammates of mine. Yeah, I'm really running low on shit. Anyone else? You want this
You'll-
ring? I'd trade it to you if I could, but
You'll see the much larger demon with the cigar as one of its arms extends outwards. And like while the rest of them are pretty bulky and kind of normally proportioned, this one is spindly and way too long
you know, I
as
never
it
asked.
reaches out
Yamo, who is
and
that?
picks up the bowl that leads to the water plane. This will do. You need not worry for.
Wait.
So we could-
17 minus 2, 15 more trips about the taxes.
Man, I really don't want to trade that. Oh well. Okay.
All right. Well, you heard what the big man said, so we're going to go ahead and drop you off somewhere nice and organized.
Hold on.
Wait. He's the one in
before
charge?
we before we
Yes.
trade that away, you said we could work this off.
Sure.
Well,
How
I
would we
guess
do
what would
that?
entail?
There are some leftover issues that one or two of you may know about. Some
I'm gonna look-
folks got to places that they shouldn't have. And they were big. They were big aspects in keeping the realms nice and balanced.
Say big assholes.
You could go and return one from either an angelic prison or a holy realm and have them sent promptly back to Braze here.
And how many teleports would that allow us?
Somewhere in the realm of 1,000.
I'm gonna look at
Oh.
I'm gonna look at Garrick and
Wait. Just back up. So you're asking us to basically bring an angel to you?
No. A devil. In fact, a high lord of hell trapped in an angel's realm.
If we free him and bring him here,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be incredibly uncooperative, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, I'm in. Who's in?
Prison break? All right.
Why do I feel like this should go terribly for us? And like we've never succeeded in one of these, even though we've never done one of these.
well, they
How do
wouldn't.
you know we've never succeeded in one?
We've done a
I
prison.
just have this feeling.
It was like our second night together,
No, we didn't. No. We
Yeah.
did not.
didn't we?
No.
I thought we helped.
We never did a prison break.
Thought we helped
Technically, we
get,
just ran in to try to die.
get some of our fellow.
We just ran into
Bridge
attempted
crew out.
death, basically. We weren't going to live that, we didn't think.
For some reason, I remember there being some sort of
Anywho,
organized.
so do I get to keep the tag, that means?
If you want to, but
Yes.
you'll have to start the job immediately.
Fuck. Deal. At least on my end. Is everyone else in?
Okay, I'm in. I got nowhere else to be.
I'm in.
That's completely a lie. We have plenty of places to be, but, you know, at the same time, one problem after another.
Still haven't recharged our Stormlight.
Mm-hmm.
That is a thing.
Is there any way you could let us take like a 5-minute trip real quick just to recharge and make sure we can actually bring him here? Because if we don't, our odds of getting back here with him are slim to none.
You see the big guy with the cigar unfurl a extremely long contract that stops right here in front of you.
That's like a little pen or like quill appears in my hand. Oh shit.
For all intents and purposes, if you don't return by the time that you have that investiture rather fully imbued, and I mean immediately, you will be subject to losing all of that. As he just kind of gestures down the long ass list.
You can't even read that.
Does this say my mortal soul, but written in a way that I can understand? How the hell did you do that? I can't even read.
We have a very particular set of skills. The taxes don't wait for the illiterate.
Oh my god!
Louise, I don't know what kind of accent that is, but it's making me uncomfortable.
Being able to read? Wow. Empowering. I'm a genius.
And a woman.
You know, I don't like this place anymore. I. So if I could understand the contract, are we allowed to fill our Stormlight before we go do this? So that way we can
You may fill your Stormlight. If you dwaddle even a minute, you will lose your soul and basically be turned into a
go
human
get
pain
Stormlight and
blob.
come back to the town right afterwards. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I prick my finger with the quill because I don't know how to write, and I stamp my thumb.
Okay. He's very expectant look at the rest of you.
Oh, do they have to do it too? Cool. It's not just me. Awesome. Sign your souls away, ladies and gents.
I guess I'm
Garrett,
mimic.
Oh, what?
If I were to use that quill and poke my finger, would I get infected with your ring?
You're not good. What? My
While
ring
he's
is not
saying that,
STD.
I'm gonna poke my finger and then sign in blood.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would I be able to read the contract?
Yeah, everybody could read the contract.
All right, what does it say?
It says that if you dwaddle even a minute, you will lose your immortal soul and essentially be turned into a cacophony of conscious flesh that is used as currency across the hells.
Trace, can
Oh my god, the
I
house will exist.
can I actually sign this with my oath?
Sure.
I'm not gonna break my oath by signing this, right?
Nah.
You're trying to be an oathbreaker paladin? Ask another Baldur's Gate questions?
Well, my whole thing is freedom, and signing a contract that says I'm gonna be a slave again.
No,
Well,
it's
you're a
only
slave.
if you don't do
Contract.
something. So you would be breaking your oath if you didn't do the thing and sign the contract. It's the same
Okay.
reason why you could be under service to Dalinar.
I see. Okay, cool.
Technicality, if you will.
Well, no,
I will
it's
take the quill and sign it like a regular person without my blood.
That's how you spell your name. That's weird.
It's all cursive and flourished.
okay. Have fun. Like I said, be back soon. As you guys teleport back to Rashar, you are inside of a bubble, inside of the middle of a high storm.
I didn't get a chance to ask him what his desk was made of.
Mahogany. Yeah, basically at this point you could just hold your fucking bag outside the protective sphere and get your shit recharged.
Yep.
All right, we are doing this.
I am legitimately I will fucking hold the bag like by the inside and just like kind of fish line it out and let it charge for both. All right, we're good.
Wait, Garrett,
Yeah.
can you hold your water bag out there and get that filled up with it?
No, it's already filled. I don't want to fill it with Stormlight or with the storm. That sounds like an awful idea.
I feel like that's
Filling a water plane with a high storm sounds like the worst possible idea in this moment.
Sounds like the
That sounds like a way to spread
Hear me
the
out.
high storm, like an STD, like you were worried about.
Hear me out.
You know what STDs are?
We're not dawdling anymore.
If-
Thwart us now. You somehow already know. I already know where we have to go, and I don't even know how that works.
I was gonna say, after all of this, I was gonna say we could potentially use it if the person that we need to free is unwilling.
I would love to, but we can't. I'm not risking that.
Anyways, so everybody gets their Stormlight recharged. Make sure you convert your platinum to electrum.
50 per one, right?
50 per one, yes. And then Raphael, you will be able to fill up all but one of those as you reuse it to teleport back to the tax office.
So what is that? 750. 15 times 50.
So many numbers.
750. What was right?
And then I just have to subtract 1.
Nope.
Yeah.
We'll do this. And
That's
subtract. Oh yeah. So we will put. So this will go to 14. This will go down by 50. There we go. Yours is all
Well,
correct.
hello.
Yeah, as you guys teleport back, you see a large, strange eldritch being arguing in an incomprehensible language with the man sat behind the desk.
Sorry, still doing Stormlight real quick.
All right, we're good. Let's do this.
That's a thing.
Can you go to the map so I can see?
I have to fix mine. And 26 turns to how much again? 1300. Yeah. I'm feeling really good. That was an extra 0. I wish I had that much, but no.
Is
Dude,
all you're
this just
hearing.
sounds like
back and
Eleanor,
forth.
what are they saying?
I talk to you.
Why are you looking at me?
You speak gibberish?
Oh yeah,
I
that's
speak
right.
dragon, sir. I
Hmm,
don't know what that means yet, but I speak dragon.
Scroll down a
that
little
sounded
second.
the same to me.
Wow.
It's nothing similar at all.
It's a lot
Those
more
guys
fun.
are speaking booger and tentacle and gross.
It's like one of those Star Wars. What are they?
A hut?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unta dababa dunta solo.
Funny son of a bitch.
As you guys are watching this strange occurrence happening. By the way, this dude is like fucking 40 feet tall.
Yeah. Concern.
You guys are gonna see a little imp, kind of chubby, as he makes his way out from what you're noticing are a bunch of essentially cubicle desks that are constantly having paperwork filled out to the left and right as one comes out. Party of Bridge 4. Hi. Oh, okay. Let's get going. I'm Yami.
Like Yugi or
No, like AMI. Ami.
Ami Yugi? Got it. Hi
Anyways,
Puffy Ami Yumi show. Got it. Yeah. I'm sorry, Trace. The ADHD hits the brain so hard.
you see him stressing. No. Oh, no. Sorry. Anyways.
Speaking of, I got Adderall today.
Oh.
Christ. Eleanor, not
I
now.
haven't tried it yet. I'm about to find out tomorrow. But yeah, I got Adderall finally. It was Ritalin before, and it made me feel like poopy. So
Oh, this will be better.
Is that all supposed to help
Sometimes.
with the
yes.
thing?
Right. Well, okay.
Wasn't sure.
Follow me, guys. You guys gotta go have a debriefing with like the big man himself since you decided to take this big old job. So come on, let's go on the boat.
He's not
Be
the
honest with
big
me, Ami.
man.
How fucked are we?
That's really up to you, I guess.
I guess on a scale of 1 to your life, how much would you hate to be in opposition?
About 15 of my lives personally, but
It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
yeah. Anyways, so
Fine.
on the boat again. Let's get going on the boat again. As you guys are sailing through, you see around you a river that is just essentially clogged with corpses, and it just is rotting and horrible. And eventually, you'll find your way through a red portal that'll appear as you pop into a new room.
Oh joy. Well, this looks cozy.
Well, this sucks. It's already fucking too hot here.
There's a giant foot.
What?
Look in the corner. There's a giant foot.
Oh no.
You agreed to find old Unda. A booming voice from behind you says.
There's like 10 of them.
Yeah, that there are.
God damn it, we're fucked. Out of the frying pan into the literal fucking oven.
Nah, it's not that hot. Anyways, you're gonna have to go down. One that we figured was best was the one trapped with the angel. That realm largely fell apart during the calamity of Sator's realm. However, that little pocket dimension was able to be largely saved and still has Unda trapped inside. So, if you wish to pass through the portal, you will find your way into that specific realm, and you should be all good to go.
Sounds simple enough. Don't see how this will go wrong.
I don't see how any of this could go right.
In and out, grab and go, bada bing, bada boom.
What are we doing, guys?
Fucking dying.
Following the directions. Yes. As fast and quickly as possible.
Okay. Into the portal you go.
Fuck me.
I don't know what he considers as dwaddling, so I figure it's just you run with the idea and what the big man tells you, and you're like, yep, no questions, we do it, and hope we live.
Okay, well, let me find a real fucking old map.
What'd you say?
I need to find a really, really old map.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you asked a question I couldn't hear because Marsha's headphones are so quiet. Oh, 50 for me?
No, that's for rent. A rent that I have to try to find out if I can pay tomorrow or not.
Zero. Okay, definitely not those ones.
Did you know that we have a maple syrup soda? Which we also can turn into a float?
Why does that not surprise me?
I really want
That
to try it.
sounds either really good or really terrible, and I'm
I
not
know,
sure
right?
which.
That's what I was thinking. I'll let you know when I try it. When I go back
Sounds
to work.
way too sweet.
It's the IHOP monthly drink or something like that. They've got like pancakes of the month and then drinks of the month.
IHOP always trying to give you diabetes.
She works there now too, so.
I hope.
Pretty sure I already have them.
IHOP now, no longer a snooze boy.
Oh yeah, we quit.
No,
Snooze
Snooze
long
was a
back.
while ago. The last job I was working technically was Chili's, and that wasn't for me. They had me as a runner, but also expo, and normally that's fine, but I was working with a bunch of teenagers, so wasn't
Man, now I
ideal.
really want Chili's.
Our bacon,
Back
bacon
ribs.
chicken quesadillas were pretty good.
This is like the best fucking ranch dressing.
Marsh likes their avocado ones, yeah. I don't know, I kind of like working at breakfast places, though, because
Haha.
bacon.
Breakfast is the best.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Michaela and I are huge brunch people. We go to Snooze all the time, but I prefer a place called Lucille's.
Is that in... where exactly?
There's one downtown, one on Evans, and one in Littleton. It's a Creole cafe, and oh my god, so
Okay with
fucking
that.
good.
I think he enjoys that food. That's like the spicy
Beignets,
ones, right?
the fucking what?
Is Creole like Cajun or like spicy,
Mhm.
like
Yep,
seafood
Cajun.
stuff.
But like they still do like your standard breakfasts and
Oh,
so
speaking of
fucking
that kind of
tasty.
food, they just opened up where Taco Company used to be here in Parker. They're turning it into a something like New Orleans cuisine or something like that. And it had I can't pronounce the word, but it's the jamba something soup.
Jambalaya.
Yeah, that.
Jambalaya.
They had that on there. I was
Jambalaya.
like, huh.
Oh, I remember this map.
Hmm. You should.
It's like a snow globe.
I in particular remember this map.
Yeah.
Is that a spaceship?
Oh, fuck
a pirate,
me.
A pirate spaceship?
Haven't been here in a long time, and I did not like the memory from it.
Oh, it's the frost one,
PTSD.
right? Yeah. Let me see if I can
Yo,
find.
it's Treasure Planet. I actually really like Treasure Planet. I'm surprised that it took me that long to see it. I think it's just because
Okay,
I was
I
raised
think
under a rock.
it must still be in my monsters folder then.
I liked the little robot.
Ruby.
I'm missing my circuit board. But let me tell you all this cool stuff. And the cat lady, of course.
What is it, my jacket?
It's underneath the.
Oh, it's underneath something.
Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, that's him.
That's
Okay.
him. Oh god.
Immediate
like that.
response.
There it
I'm
is.
him. His license plate. It just said, "I'm him." What does that mean? Oh. Yikes. That's a big guy.
Yep.
Mm.
Say hello to Unda, one of the leftover lords of hell. Because there are no patterns and nothing comes back.
And you said
Hi.
that he's trapped here willingly or unwilling?
Unwillingly.
We're busting him out.
Might be hard to sneak with that guy.
That will be fine. Dress him up like a mountain. He'll be good.
Around you see a bunch of dead, what look like monumentous stone creatures. And there's a lot of damage, as if there was a real big battle here for a bit.
Damn it, where's our Phil Swift audio? Surprised you don't have one.
Anyways, yeah. What's your guys' plan to get old Unda out of this
Is there
realm?
just a straight and narrow path?
It's a big ass city between you and there.
I see a big looking bridgeway over
Mhm.
there. Can we just start trekking down there and
Oh yeah.
follow the what looks obvious direction?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hopefully
we
there's
don't
no
have the ability to travel with Stormlight.
You have your Stormlight refilled.
Well, yeah, but we can't teleport back there with Stormlight.
Yeah. So as you guys approach, you'll see a couple things that are interesting. Number one, this dude is just like completely missing an arm. But number two, the area around, like before, as you were approaching, everything else was very like sandy, exceedingly warm. And then as soon as you step into the other side, you're gonna feel a monumentous chill course through your entire body as you immediately start shivering.
Why is it
Chilly.
so
Like
cold?
that.
I just felt a very cold draft.
I have a feeling this is probably the opposite of the one that we saw previous. Just a guess.
The one with wings?
No, the fiery one. This is the opposite of the fiery one.
Oh. Yeah, I don't see any wings on him. You're probably right.
What are we doing, guys?
Does he have shackles on?
I know our bracelets can teleport. Would
Mm.
it be possible to give him the bracelet to teleport himself out?
It's a big dude. Anybody want to roll a Arcana or an Intelligence check?
Yeah.
Arcana or Intelligence?
Mhm.
Do you have high ones on either one?
No,
Do I?
about the same.
Let's see.
Raphael,
One of them I know is high. Definitely not Arcana.
Nice.
Definitely not Intelligence. Okay. Fuck it. See what happens. Nope.
That's all right. We actually got the knowledge we needed. Lil, looking at this situation, you're like, well, this seems to be coming from that place that the other people who are over in Telany were at, and remembering that, you're like, well, that and the bowl are probably connected, right? And then Raphael, you're like, yeah, we don't have a good way of getting this guy out. But maybe we could get him into some place that is not here, you know. So for instance, if you were to, I don't know, destroy the bowl next to him, it might result in some dimensional tearing, as it were.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna point to the bowl, then gesture to the rest of the group. Because I learned better from my last actions without asking. Should we destroy this? So maybe we could work around getting him to do some space-time warping?
Yes.
Yes? All in favor?
probably a good idea.
Okay. I guess we destroy the bowl.
With the 20 from both of you guys, you know that you're gonna have to be pretty fucking close to be able to do it. Like, you have to break this thing like right on the center of his fucking chest to be able to actually have the
Well,
desired
we'll have to
effect.
climb up 'em. Does anyone have the ability to do the, where you like do the wind climbs here in the party?
Like lashing?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that.
One of us does.
Flash.
What about if you teleport me to where we need to be using Stormlight,
Oh, yeah, that could work too.
and I drop a nuke on him?
Don't we need to bring him back? Isn't that the plan?
Yeah, but do you think one nuke will kill him? It'll just break the specific item we're looking to destroy.
I mean, if we could shrink him
Does
down,
kill
we could
him.
either put the bracelet on him, or we could try and have him slowly emerge himself in the bag of the ocean.
Maybe.
The intelligence and Arcana said to break the bowl to create a rift in this realm. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're also noticing as you're getting close, like, while this guy's having effect, you have not seen him move a single time. It's as if his own body is kind of like slowly encasing him in ice, just in general.
So
It looks like he fought a long, hard battle and eventually was not killed, but defeated.
And you said for the bowl we have to break it on him, or
Yeah, so basically what you're in a pocket dimension now, and if you were to break another tiny pocket dimension inside this big pocket dimension, you would create a split between the two that would
Or-
essentially open up a gigantic portal.
okay. So just to be sure, we do have to break this bowl, and we have to break it on him, right?
It's the only plan that you currently have outside of, I don't know,
So
try
is
to
it
wake him up or break the ice.
Is it feasible to just have Pellinir lash up to his chest with the bowl and just smash it?
Could be.
Oi, Pellinir, why don't you just take this here thing and break it on?
Around his like chest area, I think.
Work?
What, Archie? Stop! Not the computer.
So I'm gonna take artifact, and I'm a Spider-Man my way up there. Swift, 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 swift.
Okay. As you start lashing yourself towards this creature, number one, make sure that you use a Stormlight level. Number two, you're noticing it's getting colder and colder and colder as you start to approach. Go ahead and roll a con saving throw.
+2 on con save or on saves. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Is that everyone on the con save?
Just him, I think. Since he's climbing up the giant ice creature.
You will take 22 frost damage as you approach this guy, just in general. But you get pretty much right up to his chest.
All right. I'm gonna take out the bowl and do a whack 'em, smack 'em, and bitch slap 'em with the bowl.
Okay. Are you using a shard blade or what are you using?
Should we, like, on the ground over here, should we try and prepare to catch him? In case he gets knocked out of the air?
If I remember correctly, I'm just supposed to hit him with the bowl to break it.
I
don't
think
know.
you just have to break the bowl on him. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't want to take any chances, so I'm gonna hit him with the bowl as hard as possible to try and break it.
Okay. You yuck the bowl directly into this guy. Higher or lower?
Lower.
Okay. The bowl freezes enough that the leather starts to crack as it approaches, and as soon as it touches his skin, you'll see it shatter. As it does,
All
you'll just
right.
see a monumentous gush of water explode out past him as the ice around him starts to melt down, and you'll see it cascading out again and again and again, further and further and further, until you see them start to stir. And you could see it, they're definitely coming around, but it's gonna be kind of a longer, slower process than one would initially expect. As you do, you see water just flooding the streets below. And then, Garrick, you have a shuddering thought as you come back. You're like, there was something really, really big in there when I stuck my head in that thing. And
Guys, I might be able to drop a big creature now I think about it.
as he's saying these words, you'll go ahead and see from the portal just a monufucking-mentous squid-like creature, almost as big as them, poke their head out and let out this visceral scream before starting to let out with its spindly arms and begin to touch and caress this creature as they almost seem as if they're starting to consume it.
Is this supposed to happen?
CDR meal ticket.
Yep, Belinar's right. This thing is literally starting to consume the demon lord of water.
Uh-oh. Uh, what
the fuck do we do in this situation?
Well, it's our responsibility to bring the demon home, so I think we really only have one choice.
And that is?
Is there any way to... So the demon is being consumed. Is it being consumed by like tentacles? Did you say?
It's whatever the hell this Eldritch Horror thing is.
But is it like it's not like a blob, right? That's like
No,
engulfing it in one.
there's a physical form to it. It's more that its hands are kind of reaching in and slowly pulling off various chunks of it and going right up to its large toothless maw.
And the demon's free though, right?
The demon
Like-
is free, very, very
Not-
dazed, and currently it looks like it's coming awake, but it's gonna be a minute.
I see.
Bro only got
Garrett,
2 hours of sleep last night.
since you can heal things, do you think you could kickstart the Demon Lord?
This is the most fucked up thing anyone has asked me to do.
That is our ticket home.
I hate you all. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Garrick is gonna start making his way down to attempt to heal the demon lord. What are the rest of you doing?
Raphael, can you get me up to one of those arms?
How far up do you think that would be? I think I could do it. I believe my.
Yeah,
scout-
you're fine. You'd be able
I've
to
seen
do it.
enough hentai to know where this is going. I'm gonna start chopping tentacles.
I can use free position up to 120 feet.
Yeah,
Would that
you're
work?
fine.
Then yes, I can certainly do that.
Well, once he gets me up to an arm, I'd like to try and blow it off.
Okay. Lowell goes up to an arm. Raphael, besides, and okay. Pelinar and Lowell are making their way actually up to the creature. Varix, what are you doing?
I'll probably head and follow them as well.
Okay. You begin to make your way towards the base. Basically, what you guys are seeing here is like there's a big ass portal. There's a couple tentacles that are kind of like hanging out at the bottom of it, but mostly it's just the torso, hands, and head of this creature consuming the demon lord. Cool. Varix, you're making your way over. Raphael, what are you up to? And
Did that count technically as like the action by helping?
that'll be prior to combat. So we're just seeing what your plan is.
I would do that, and then I would probably do 60 feet. Would it be possible to use my? Could I use Unchained to move the creature, like force it back away from the demon?
It'd be
'Cause it doesn't
tough.
specify willing or unwilling, I don't think.
Yeah, you'd
DC.
yeah, you'd have to get up to it and do a physical touch on it. So
I see. I mean,
Cool.
it doesn't hurt to
But-
try. So.
yeah, if that's your plan, then you will start making your way over. Luis, what's your plan?
How far would I have to go to be able to just physically touch any part of this thing?
It's the same shit as the other two. So you get, we'll say you get there. It's fine.
Okay.
But like, what's your general plan?
I was planning to double overclock my transformation on the creature trying to consume it.
Okay. So you're just trying to transform a part of this thing into something else?
Yeah, as much of it as I can.
Copy. Okay, cool. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and end session there, and we'll pick up next week with the Eldritch Abomination versus the Demon Lord of Hell that was left over.
All right.
Dope.
Damn it, dude.